Should probably be wearing safety glasses too. Didn't get me in the eyes though.
This is Master Cylinder Part 2.
Yep, where I've got the bleed kit, but I'm actually going to try and make sure that it has not failed. So the main thing I'm doing right now is I'm going to pull the lines loose, and I will have our cameraman bump the pedal while I have my finger over the hole and see if there's any actual pressure.
Who says the cameraman never does anything? I do. I said the cameraman never does anything. But I'll do something today.
Yep, and something else you'll need to do is figure out where to set the camera. I don't recommend over here because it might get sprayed. But it does explain why this one looked different from the one that came off. It had a little bigger tank, and this thing was at the end, so I didn't think it'd have a problem. One version of this cylinder comes way out here, and that bubble's supposed to be impossible to get out.
Yes.
But this one's not set up that way, so I was not as worried about it. But I'm going to, if I have to do another one, I am going to bench bleed it.
So you're saying that we might have an air bubble in our master cylinder, brand new master cylinder?
Yep, it may not all bled out. It's also possible that the O-rings failed. So it could just be a bad cylinder.
Thanks, China.
Now we have the problem of finding a spot for the camera so you can go and pump the brake.
Yep. Sorry about... Oh, actually, it's perfect right
there. There we go. Okay. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, you can stop. That one's got good pressure, actually. Yeah, that one had good pressure. So the bleed actually might have been okay. Maybe we do have a leak in a line, but it's not manifesting anywhere. Try the... Go on and do the brakes now.
Now?
Yeah. Okay. Hold.
Holding.
Bought the kit and I probably didn't even need it. Alright, now let's try the other one. Alright, let's see.
I'm still holding this brake pedal.
You can let go.
Maybe you're the luckiest mechanic alive and the air bubble worked itself out.
I'm more inclined to think that the rear is bad, the rear O-ring, because that was what was giving us trouble. Okay, press.
Pressing.
Press, 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 press. Stop.
I did hear a hiss or two, if that counts for anything.
Mm-hmm. Heard it too. I'll get this started. For information, brake fluid tastes bad.
You mean you're not the car runs it? You don't like to lick all the fluids up?
No, that wasn't intentional. It just aerosoled enough and my mouth was a little open. Should probably be wearing safety glasses too. Didn't get me in the eyes though. Yeah, it's spraying good. It's not right. Stop. It's just not right.
And yeah, I would say send this back with a big note that says, "Screw you, China, you built it wrong." I don't care who built it, it's China's fault. Tell them to stop getting little kids to do their frickin' repair work for them. I know you're thinking something, I can smell.
Mm-hmm.
I can smell you thinking.
I'm wondering if I need to pull this and try to bench bleed it.
He's bumping the brakes now, and
I think it's just a bad master cylinder. Because if it had air in it, it should have been. It's still pushing pressure.
is it putting pressure on both, out of both hoses?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was spraying good. I'll put the kit on and try it and see what it does.
Okay.
See if there's any air coming out of this at all.
So the kit he's talking about, we got off of what,
Yeah, you can show
Amazon?
the kit off. Minus the clear line is stuff I had.
Yeah. So we could see the air bubbles, but yeah.
They're fitting so you can bleed these.
This is the complete kit.
Yeah, it was like a $7 kit, which nobody has in stock anymore around, so I had to order from Amazon.
Yep. Like we always saying, Crazy Karl, the quick and easy projects always end up being long and difficult.
Mm-hmm.
The long and difficult projects end up being easy. It's weird. Really weird. We spend half the time trying to figure out, okay, what did we skip?
Yeah, what's wrong with this? I know I didn't do a bench bleed on it, but everything bled well. And I know not perfect, you'll get air back in it, but...
Alright, so I know the microphone is picking that up. We promise there isn't somebody hacking up kids across the street. It's somebody playing with a dirt bike and kids screaming and shouting and fun around it.
Oh, that could be a chainsaw.
Or that could be a chainsaw.
Because I think the kids' noises are coming from the other side.
Yeah.
Chainsaw's from that way, kids are from that way.
Yeah. But combined, it sounds like the set of a horror movie.
Just sounds like this area.
That too. One thing we learned around here, we don't ask questions. Rule number 1 for living around here, don't ask questions. You may get an answer.
You may not want to know it either.
Yeah. You may regret asking that question.
There's brake fluid everywhere now. I used the bucket thing last time. I should have used it again, but I don't know where I put it. They're color coordinated, but they don't tell you what color's what.
Yep, that's what happens sometimes when you go cheap.
I'm gonna get... we'll see.
Yeah.
Let's see if red or blue. I got a couple of red, I got a couple of blue. Let's see if any of these fit. Well, that one fell. I think that may have been the right one too.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, I'd get down and get that for you, but I don't want to.
I'm going to try the blue one first.
Okay.
Make sure it didn't fall because it was the wrong threading. That's definitely not threading in there right. Probably in the puddle.
Of course.
Nope, it's hiding under the tire.
Of course.
Well, the only brake fluid is the brake fluid that's still messing with it. So that's still good. There's no leaks anywhere that can be found.
Okay.
Okay. There should be 2 of each.
So much for color coordinated.
This blue one doesn't match any of the other blue ones either, so maybe that's going to be the right one for the other side.
Well, let's hope. We got a
If
match?
not, it's close enough. It's threading in there, so.
That means we got a match.
Wish there was another one. Blue one. Blue one fits better than that red one. You're the one with 10 millimeter.
No, they're not going to be 10 millimeter. That'll be too easy. They're going to be something you don't have, like 1932.
Probably.
Or 65 128.
Probably the 12s were going to work. It's not the right, exactly right size. But...
So let me get this straight. You're going to put this hose into those fittings and then loop it back into the feeder?
Mm-hmm.
Or the feeder?
The tank.
Tank. Thank you. Feeder. I'm just going to invent my own car language. That's what I'm doing today. That's right. You heard it here first. Camera guy is inventing his own car lingo. I am so cool I can say words nobody's ever heard of for things before.
Isn't that my job?
And apparently it's my job too. I've been hanging out with you too long. Oh, as you say, sometimes you gotta tighten to loosen. I don't know how that helps here, but I just figured I'd throw that out there.
That doesn't fit. I swear they only gave this one the right size.
Well, this is from Amazon. They sent you the hubs with two screws, 1 screw a piece for each hub.
It don't quite match, but maybe it'll go in.
Guess technically we only need it once. Until you need it the next time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, please tell us in the comments if you want to see Crazy Karl cut out the hood scoop that he's talking about for this thing. And put a turbo on it.
Ram air turbo.
Yeah, let's get some ram air and turbo on this thing.
Then I'm really not going to have AC because I have to do an intercooler. So that AC will never come back. That'll be the location for the turbo shark.
Ah. Sounds like a great time and opportunity to put the camera underneath shelter. If you're trying to play the tuba, I could not hear a thing.
Well, good. It's a silent tuba.
Makes no sense.
And there's the rain that wasn't supposed to happen till tomorrow.
Most people have a garage to do this in. We're working on it. Please like, share, and subscribe so we can get the garage. We promise it's going to be one of the first purchases once we get monetized.
Well, I have a garage, but unfortunately the garage is currently full.
But you don't
And
have
this
a
thing
garage
had
here.
no brakes. I know. This thing I started working on because it was a mess and I didn't have the garage space. And I didn't want to make a mess in the garage. And this was supposed to be fairly quick and easy. And yeah, that worked out like normal.
Mm-hmm. 2 weekends later.
Shoot, this thing's been sitting here being worked on in some way, shape, or form since December.
Yeah.
It gets moved. It has, the reason why it won't go in the garage now, it has no brakes. And I don't want to hit anything in the garage or try to get it out on the road to get it in the garage.
That would actually be, the only way you could get it in the garage is by playing bumper cars with the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever called for rain, tell them to stop. Hope y'all can see that in the background.
Someone tell the cloud that it's not 1 a.m. yet. It's when the rain was supposed to come in.
That stupid clouds never know how to tell time.
No, the percent chance of rain before 1 a.m. was like 10%. We're getting 10%ed.
It's getting worse. It's not supposed to get worse.
All right, you can start pumping. Pump and hold. Pump and hold. And just keep doing it, just nice and slow. Hold it.
Holding.
Okay, pump.
Pump.
And let it out.
Letting out.
Okay, and pump.
Pump.
And let it out.
Letting out.
Okay, that should not be doing that. I'm going to pull these lines out and try to get any air bubbles worked out of here. That shouldn't be doing that. It is letting the fluid back in really easy.
You shouldn't be doing that.
And then back out really easy. I think this forward one, I think I determined the problem. I was watching what was happening. The ring for the forward one isn't doing a dang thing. The back one's actually keeping pressure, but it's having to work the entire cylinder.
By the way, it's a dead master cylinder.
Yeah, I think so.
So we got to remove and replace.
Because I think that's why it's working good when we're running off of this line and these aren't working. Because then it's getting all the pressure. When it's trying to feed pressure to both, it can't produce enough pressure because the front ring is bad, so it's not providing any pressure there.
That makes sense. Honestly, given the rotation of how things went, if memory is serving me correctly, granted this is like over a week later, then yeah, that makes sense.
Because
it was like good in the back, and then
because this one goes down and this one goes up, which that shouldn't be.
That should not be happening.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I take this and then this one goes down. I lift this one, then this one goes back up. It shouldn't be doing that.
No.
So yeah, those two shouldn't be, yeah. They shouldn't be that connected.
No. So, we sending it back?
Yeah, it's going back.
Alrighty. Alright, so we're sending this thing back, and then hopefully y'all will get an update video pretty soon.
Yep, and next time I am going to bench bleed it and do all that stuff instead of doing it this way, just in case the problem came from the method.
Yes.
But, alright.
Okay, thank y'all for hanging out with us as we get wet. Please like, share, and subscribe so we can afford a cover to do these videos with. Please.
And then we do a...
Pretty please. Please.
And when we come back, it'll be magic cylinder number 2.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Alrighty. Y'all have a good one.
Have a good one.